How to defeat the energy of procrastination forever. Recently, I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages from people who are in my Telegram channel about wanting to do things, wanting to start a business, wanting to make more money, wanting to better their life, but they procrastinate. I see it over and over again. I don't know how to stop procrastinating. I know what I need to do. I know what I should do, yet something just stops me all the time and I never get it done. And this is a common occurrence for many people. I procrastinate too, but I procrastinate on the things I don't care about. And the same thing is happening to you. Let me break it down for you. So, what is procrastination? Procrastination is delaying the things you think you should do to get a particular result. So, if you want to start a business and you need to build a website, you don't build the website. You procrastinate on it. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. And you have this website that needed to have been built 4 months ago. Oh, I'll do it next month. And you just keep putting all these excuses in your way. That's what procrastination is. Now, why do you procrastinate? Procrastination is an animal response. It's a survival response. It's an amygdala response in the mind. The amygdala, there's actually two of them, amygdalae, because they be lying to you. There's two of them. Amygdala is responsible for capturing prey and escaping predator. It's the animal mind. It deals with fear and it deals with fantasy, right? So it deals with drawbacks, it deals with benefits. So if you think there are more drawbacks to doing something than benefits, you won't do it. You will procrastinate on it. So I don't want to do the laundry, for instance, right? Hire somebody for that. But before, I'd procrastinate on the laundry because it wasn't important to me. Making money or business or networking, figuring out finance and financial freedom and these sorts of things are more important to me than laundry. So I procrastinate on laundry. This is why I say I procrastinate, because you procrastinate on the things you don't care about. So you procrastinate because your amygdala is telling you there's more drawbacks than benefits to doing this particular action. So you look at building a website for your business, for instance, or if you already have a business and you're making some money and you need to get more customers or you need to increase your prices or something, you're looking at all the drawbacks of that. You're like, well, if I increase my prices, people might say no. Well, if I get on more sales calls, I'll get more cancels. If I do this particular thing, this bad thing is going to happen. All of these fears. So you procrastinate, even though you know what you should do. And I'm going to get to should, because should is a very important word when it comes to procrastination. So stick around for that so you can understand. So you think you want to make more money or you want to start this business, but it's not important enough to you yet to take the action. That's all it is. You don't need to feel bad about that. You don't need to feel shame about that. You don't need to feel guilt about that. The only reason you feel guilt, shame, despair, and fear about these things is because other people told you who you should be and what you should do. Procrastination often comes from should, often comes from values injected from outer authorities and teachers and parents and this type of stuff of who you should be, but isn't really you. Okay? And here's the thing. You already don't procrastinate. You already are a master of taking action on the things you care about. So let's say you have kids and you got to get your kids to school in the morning on time. You wake up. You don't procrastinate on that. You feed your kids. You don't procrastinate on that. And you get them to school on time. You do not procrastinate on that. Why? because it's important to you. You don't procrastinate on going to your job. You show up on time. Why? Because making that money is important to you. The amygdala sees your job income as safe income. Therefore, it has more benefits than drawbacks. It might be seeing business income as risky or wasting your time or so much things that could go wrong, or I don't know how to do this particular thing, or I don't like selling, or I don't know how to put myself out there. All these fears. That's why you procrastinate. But you do not procrastinate on the things you actually care about. You carry them out despite how you feel. You might not want to wake up in the morning, but you're waking up in the morning and you're going to work, or you're bringing your kids to school, or you're coming home from work and watching Netflix because that's what you care about. Do you understand? So how do you stop procrastinating? Because that's what I promised you in this video. How do you stop? You stop procrastinating by knowing what you value and then linking the things necessary to fulfill your values with the actions you need to take. So let me make that a little simpler for you. Values. First of all, values in life are super, super, super important. What are your values? Your values are what is important to you in life. You think business or money is important to you when it's not. In the example I gave before, your family is more important to you than starting a business, building a business. Your family is more important to you. That's why you don't procrastinate on them. And that's okay. 99% of people don't know their values. They actually don't know what they care about because they've been injected with all these outer authorities and all these other people telling them what they should value and what they should think is important. You watching this who value family a lot might look at me as someone who values business a lot and be like, family's more important than that. Yeah, to you. You understand? You're going to spend your money on your family. I'm going to spend my money on my business. You understand? And you might listen to me and be like, oh, that's cold-hearted and wicked. Money isn't everything. I just find it more important. And no one should feel guilty about that. But you feel guilty about that because other people have put values into you. Okay? So, to know your values, get my free value finder tool. It's in the description below. Actually do it. I guide you through it. It's free. And don't let my answers sway your answers. I see people do the value finder tool and I'm guiding them through it. So I'm obviously showing them my values. And they end up having a value on teaching. And I'm like, okay, have you ever taught anybody in your life? No. Are you sure? No, I've never taught anybody anything. Like, you don't value teaching. You would be able to identify it quickly, you know? So be honest with it. Now, when you know what you value, you'll realize you don't procrastinate. And realizing you don't procrastinate is actually quite empowering because you know you have the ability to take spontaneous action. Spontaneous action means that you're going to automatically take action on the things required to get you to your goal, the things required for you to fulfill your values. Now, what if you actually do want to make more money, which is what most people want to do, but you don't have a value currently on the things that generate money, like getting a promotion or running a business, being an entrepreneur, this sort of thing. What you need to do is link those areas of life. So money is an area of life, right? You link that area of life to what you value. So if you value family, how will making more money help your family? There's a couple different areas of life, right? You got spirituality, you got mentality, you got income, you got finance, You got family, you've got influence, and you've got health. How does having more influence help your family? How does having better health help your family? How do all these things operate to assist what you actually value? When you do that, you won't procrastinate. You will take action on the things required to fulfill what you care about. And you'll do it spontaneously. No one had to tell Michael Jordan to play basketball. No one had to tell Kobe Bryant to spend extra time training. No one had to force Robert Kiyosaki to buy more real estate. You understand what I'm talking about? It happens spontaneously, and whatever is required to make that value happen, you will do. You will do things you don't like. You will do things that you like. It all boils down to your values. So that's how you stop procrastinating. You need to make more money. You need to get this particular thing done. Link it to a value. One of your top 3 values. Link it to it. How does this assist it? Boom. You'll get it done. Because now it's centered in what's important to you. Now, the word should, like I said I was going to get to, I'm going to get into it in more depth now. Should is the injected values of other people. That's why you think I should do this and I should do that. I need to do this. I got to do this. All of this stuff. When you hear yourself say the word should, understand it's not you. It's not you speaking. It's somebody else from your past. Who knows? Your parent, your teacher, even me on YouTube. Okay? Telling you what you should do. So just remember that. That's not your authentic self. That's not actually you. You'll say, I want to, I choose to, I get to, I'm happy to, I'm grateful to do particular things. That's when you know you're being authentic. Procrastination happens from other people's injected values. So, what if you actually do value business and you're not taking particular actions to further that business? You're procrastinating because you have a charge in the way, usually around fear, like I say with the amygdala, and you need to cancel out that charge, which is a whole process in itself, which I help people with in the Next Round program. I would explain it here, but it's so nuanced and so individual to everyone that it's kind of difficult for me to just kind of say on YouTube. It's not like I'm trying to hide it from you guys, you know? But basically, you got to cancel out fears you have around progression in your business, because you probably have already taken actions to get something going on or taken actions to get towards a goal, but you're stuck. Okay? And due to that stuck feeling, you procrastinate and you don't do the things that are going to progress you. And that all has to do with emotional charges that aren't balanced. Once they're balanced, you'll move instantaneously, easily. And that's how you stop procrastinating. So this was an impromptu video because I just got a lot of messages and emails about this and whatnot. But get the value finder. It's in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.